Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudire Nashtapurayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shlokir Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gauratveshe Namaha Nityananda Navastubhyam Paramananda Dayane Kali Kalamash Vinashaya Jahanvapatyay Namaha Vageshwari Yasya Vadane Lakshmi Yasya Vakshase Yasyas Hriday Samvitam Tam Narsingam Aham Bhaje Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. So, we are continuing our Bhaktivedanta study of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 43. Yesterday we have discussed the Krishna entering into the arena of festivity organized by Kansa, a wrestling match, and where Krishna, after killing the coal-appeared elephant and then fighting with the Chanur and Mustik. When this fight was going on, the onlookers, they were making certain observation and their comments. And today we are starting this section this is the section from verse 6 to 16, talks between women of Mathura. So in this section, we are starting from verse number 13 today. So this is the verse, and a couple of verses are speaking about gopis. And this verse has also question in our question bank. Punyam bata vrja bhavo yad ayam niralinga Guhuda Purana Purusho Vanachitra Malaya Gaha Palayam Saha Balaha Kavanyam Chavenum Vikradiyan Chati Gretara Rama Arachitta Angri. How pious are the tracts of the land in Braja, for there the primeval personality of Godhead, disguising himself with human tread, wanders about, enacting his many pastimes, adored with wonderfully vegetated forest garlands. He whose feet are worshipped by Lord Shiva and Goddess Rama, vibrated his flute as he tended the cows in the company of Balaram. Srila Prabhupada's disciple writes, In this verse, the devoted ladies in the audience points out the difference between the Mathura and Vrindavan. They want to indicate that in Vrindavan, Krishna simply enjoy with his girlfriends and boyfriends. Whereas here in Mathura, the Lord is subjected to harassment by the bullying tactics of the professional wrestlers. Thus, the ladies are condemning the city of Mathura because of their pain at seeing Krishna in what they consider an unfair wrestling match. Of course, Mathura is also one of Lord's eternal abode. But here, the women in the assembly express their love in a critical mood. Chakravarti Pad writes, in this verse, the wives of the Yagnik Brahman in Vrij are some ladies who share the same mentality, expresses their prem which is mixed with an awareness of Krishna's opulence, Aishwarya Gyaan. Due to their torment of not having his association, becoming intolerant of the unjust behavior of the onlookers, the ladies condemn the city of Mathura because of their pain at seeing Krishna in what they consider an unfair wrestling match. Thus they praise Vraj and its inhabitants, and by that criticize Mathura and its residents. They said, how astonishing it is, but is astonishing. Materialistic people cannot understand Gudaha, the human-like form Niralinga, that Krishna displays in Braja. Krishna wanders around engaging in various playful activities according to his own desire. We in Mathura are most unfortunate because we simply persecute him like this. And these people are simply watching. Though Vraj is just a forest, it is most fortunate, for there Krishna played his flute and blissfully engaged in pastime as the Brajavasis looked on with bliss. This is implication of their words. The word anchati, wanders, is in the present tense because the woman thought that Krishna would return to Vraj. Actually, however, the word cleverly established here that the pastime of Krishna are eternal as confirmed in the scripture. So here Sri Jiva Goswami writes, others speaks, are other affectionate women like the wives of the Brahmins. So both Acharya is saying these women of Mathura are the Yagnik Brahman's wife. They were blessed by Krishna with bhakti. But their bhakti is mixed. They have Madhurya mixed with Aishwarya. So what they are saying? They praise the land of Vraj because of its good qualities, while disrespecting Mathura on seeing the inequality in the assembly. In 4 verses, these are the 4 verses which the women of Mathura are speaking about gopis of Vrindavan. 13, 14, 15 and 16. So, but indicates astonishment. Land related to Vraj are most fortunate. But this is not at all surprising. Plural is used, bhuvaha, to indicate that all the lands of Vraj are fortunate, whereas not even one piece of other place is fortunate. In the land of Vraj are fortunate. Okay, those lands, yata Krishna ayam, though the oldest person, Purana, ever young and man person, Purushaha, wanders about. They speak in the present tense since they recently. Why they are speaking in present tense? Since very recently he wandered there and intended to return there. Actually, however, the present tense established the wandering there is his eternal pastime. Outside the Vrja, Krishna is rarely attained. His feats are worshipped according to the rules of the Archana by Shiva, Gri, and Rama, Lakshmi, in their minds, but they cannot serve him directly like the people of Vrja. But now he is wandering in Mathura also. He plays in a precise manner there. Vikirtya. Vikirya. Kirya means in a playful mood. In a verge he plays, whereas he has been sent to Mathura to fight with the enemies and is surrounded by indifferent people. Here in Mathura, he does not really play since here his actions do not arise from his spontaneous desire to play. There he plays in a remarkable way because of his desire for his most cherished pastimes. Since that place has favorability and dearness to him, the play in the two places cannot be compared. Play at the Mathura and play at the Vrindavan cannot be compared. The favorable aspect and excellence of Vrja are then described. He has various remarkable garlands made by friends endowed with zeal of special fun from flowers of the most dear Vrindavan. The special garlands also represent his clothing and ornaments. Herding the cows, object of greatest affection, assist his various other pastime and bewilder the universe when he calls out sweetly to the cows. He is assisted by Balaram in herding the cows. His cherished pastime are nourished by pastime of Balaram. What else can be said? He constantly produces sweetness with the fluid which bewilders Indra, Shiva, and Brahma and makes the trees develop goose humps. So this verse is in our question bank. So what is the question? What is the question from this verse?
The ladies of Mathura consider themselves unfortunate and the residents of Vraja fortunate. Please explain why. What is the difference between Mathura and Vrindavana?
So from these three purposes, Prabhupada's disciple, Jiva Goswami and Bhakti and our Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, you have to make at least 4 or 5 points to make it more relishable. Is it okay? There's no difficulty, right?
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
What should we write? What is the difference between Mathura and Vrindavan?
Oh, there are the pastime of Krishna. They are in Mathura, Dwarka, and Vrindavan. The pastime in Dwarka are sweet. The pastime in Mathura are sweeter. The pastime in Vrindavan are sweetest. In Vrindavan, his madhurya is predominant, and there is no Aishwarya, a trace of Aishwarya. In Mathura, Aishwarya and madhurya both are there. But in Dwarka, Aishwarya is more prominent. But here, if they are Yagnik Brahmins or some other women which have a conjugal relation with Krishna, which is madhurya along with Aishwarya, is a mixed madhurya. So they, because of seeing Krishna here harassed by the powerful wrestlers, are considering Krishna has no such trouble in Vrindavan. He is loved by everybody, but here he has so many enemies. And not only enemies, but there are indifferent people also watching this match, which is unjust. And then there are in Krishna, automatically, naturally, by his sweet will, he has pastime in Vrindavan which are natural by his own swarup, but in Vrindavan his play is imposed on him. It's not that he wants to play. So there is a difference between the two places, and we are unfortunate because we have not such fortunate the people of Vrindavan, because they have a highest pure madhurya bhav, which may be conjugal or vatsalya or friendship or dasya, but that is all madhurya without aishwarya. This is the philosophically difference between the two. The rest couple points you can make. Is it okay?
Yes, okay.
Prabhuji, Madhurya Rasa.
Yeah, madhurya rasa.
Conjugal. I meant it meant conjugal rasa.
See, madhurya and conjugal are one and same thing, but there are two words, madhurya and aishwarya. So they are not one word. The aishwarya is awe and reverence for Krishna's majesty. And when madhurya manifests, when aishwarya manifests, madhurya become weak. So this sweetness of parenthood is also completely in a mood of just Krishna is our son, no Aishwarya, that he's a god. No, there is not a mood at all that he's a god.
What you're saying is Vatsalya can also be Madhurya?
Not Matsarya.
Vatsalya.
Yeah, Vatsalya. Vatsalya is Madhurya in the sense, pure Vatsalya without Aishwarya.
I see.
Our Asit is traveling. Where are you, Asit?
Yes, Prabhu. I am moving towards my car from metro station.
Okay. It appears you are walking, huh?
I just dropped down from metro and then moving to my car in the parking.
Okay. Welcome. Hare Krishna. So Ajay is okay. I mean, I'm saying this is there's a one example Srila Rupa Goswami used to give, and that example is in olden days people used to give donation or charity in a hidden way that nobody should notice it. So in a winter season when they were giving charity of ghee, the condensed clarified butter in a winter, which is cow ghee, which is yellow in color, they used to put gold coin inside. When the people take that ghee to their home, and when they heat the ghee, then they see the gold. When they see the gold, then they forget about ghee. Ghee is insignificant as compared to the gold. So the people who consider Krishna their friend, but when they see, like Arjun, when he saw the universal form, then he was saying prayers to Krishna, he was wonder stricken. But when the friends of Krishna see Krishna killing demons in Vrindavan, they simply laugh. This is all right, no problem. Krishna is our friend. So the ghee of Brajabasi never melt. It means they never see the gold within the ghee. So Krishna is for them is their personal friend. There's no other relation except that.
That way you're saying it's Madhurya. Everything is Madhurya.
Yeah, Madhurya in the sense that there is no Aishwarya included in whatever relation which is in Vrindavan.
Yeah. Thank you.
Krishna, recording folder. No, my recorder has stopped somehow. No SD card. What happened to this? I don't know. So I have little anxiety of this.
You just remove it and put it back in.
But now in a class I cannot do this. So this class I cannot record. I just leave it for a while. Okay. So this question is over. We are going to the verse number 14. These verses are a little lengthy per a couple of verses. Gopyastapakim acharan yada amoshya rupam lavanya asamordhavam ananya siddham dragabhipi bandi anuswa abhinavam durapam ekant dham yashah shriyah aishwaryasya. The women of Mathura, they are saying, what austerities must the gopis have performed? With their eyes, they always drink the nectar of Lord Krishna's form, which is the sense of loveliness, lavanya, and is not to be equaled, samurdhaya, or surpassed. That form is the only abode of beauty, ekanta dhama. Beauty and opulence, it is self-perfect, ever fresh and extremely rare. Ever fresh is navam, abhinavam. Now, Srila Prabhupada disciple write, the word, meaning and translation of this verse are taken from Srila Prabhupada's Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi 4:155 and Madhya 21:112. And Chakravarti Pad writes, those who have acquired heaps of pious activities are born in the land of virtue. Among them, the gopis are the best. That is expressed in this verse. The ladies said, what austerities do the gopis do? If anyone is omniscient, then please tell us what austerities they perform. We will perform the same austerities and be born as gopis in virtue. They drink the nectar of Krishna's beauty while we at the arena drink the poison of his injury. This is the another line you can add in the difference between the Mathura and Vrindavan. They drink the nectar and we drink the poison of his injuries. We sit here filled with fever from the tip of our nails to the tip of our hair. By mentioning that as a result of austerities, the gopis could see the beauty of Krishna's form, they also indicate that it resulted in being embraced by Krishna's arms, which could not be expressed in words on that occasion. The lady said, one should not say that Krishna is the most excellent because of his superior beauty. Rather, the essence of all beauties is very swarup, lavanya saram. But it may be objected, since Krishna's form is being exhibited on the earth, which is inferior to his form, is his own spiritual realm. Therefore, the beauty of Narayan in a Mahavaikuntha, the best of the world, must even be even sweeter than this. To this objection, the ladies reply with the word asamurdhvam, indicating that there is no beauty even equal to this, what to speak of any greater. But then, from where did Krishna acquire this beauty? This is the answer. They answer with the word ananya siddhim, self-perfect, meaning that such beauty is innate in Krishna. That may be so, but if the gopis are constantly seeing this one form, it will no longer be so amazing after some time. The ladies reply, Krishna's form becomes newer at every moment. Anasava abhinavam. It is forever increasingly amazing. So, if this is the case, then women of all other lands should also go there and take pleasure in seeing Krishna. No. The ladies reply, this form is unattainable even for goddess of Lakshmi. Granted, Krishna's beauty is his super excellent quality, but Narayan and other possesses the full measure of six opulences and are designated as Bhagavan. The ladies counter this objection by saying Ekanta Dharma. Krishna alone is the exclusive abode of topmost reservoir of all six opulences, beginning with Yasha, fame, beauty, Shriya, and so on. And Shiljiva Goswami writes, how unfortunate we must be, since we have not seen him as described in the previous verse. The following verse also refers to the gopis. There is no avatar equal to him. What to speak of being superior to him? Gopis drink that form out of thirst as if it were nectar. That form is constantly fresh. Anuswa abhinavam. The form constantly increase in novelty and appearance of the prema arising from manifestation of the increasingly beautiful form. That form, the supreme alamban, that form of Krishna is the supreme alamban, belonging to the Lord, Ishwarasya, is sometimes seen instead of Amusha. Endowed with all wealth, fame, and beauty, is extremely rare for Lakshmi and others. His beauty cannot even be described, since when the writer begins to write, he becomes bewildered. The previous verse also could indicate the good fortune of all the inhabitants of Vrja, whereas this verse indicates the good fortune of the gopis. Some women with the highest skill speak this pleasing statement in words pleasing even to the Shukadev. What worship of the Lord, Tapa, did the gopis perform to get this result which is beyond words and mind? If you know, then we are also eager to perform that worship. What austerity did they perform? They did not perform austerity, since austerity alone cannot yield such a result. They can appear in this way only for his eternal consort. He can appear in this way only for his eternal consorts. That is because this is the supreme form. They cannot have done austerity because with their eyes they drink the form of he who cannot be described even when one is present before him, Amushya. That form has the highest beauty in each limb. Though they drink continually, the sweetness does not diminish. By hinting at their thirst, Sukdev compares the form to an ocean of nectar. It seems if seeing him gives such an experience, what will embracing him do? What is the beauty of that form? It is the best part of all shining beauty, Lavanya Saram. Or that form is the most intense with beauty. The Lord has unlimited appearances in this world. They are also like this. This form is unequaled. If this form does not exist elsewhere, how does he attain it? He has this form by his nature, eternally, ananya siddhim. Fame, beauty, and power indicate all six of his qualities as a Bhagavan. He is the eternal shelter Ekanta Dham. If the gopis see this one form at all times, they will not feel astonishment at all times. That form is increasingly fresh. If that form in the Vraj, other can also see it, it is rarely seen, since other do not have such prem. That form appears in the gopis because of their fixed absorption. It is not manifest in any other condition. So, based on this verse, there are a couple of verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita we just relish now. This is the verse from Madhurya 21, 113. तारुण्या अमृत पारावार तरंग लावण्य सार ताते से अवतार भागवत भावोद्गम बंसी ध्वनि चक्रवात नारीर मन तृण पात ताहा डूबाए न है उद्गम. The bodily beauty of Krishna is like a waves in the ocean of eternal youth. In that great ocean is the whirlpool of awakening of the ecstatic love. The vibration of Krishna's fluid is like the whirlwind, and the fulcring mind of the gopis are like the straw and dry leaves. After they fall down in the whirlwind, they never rise again but remain eternally at the lotus feet of Krishna. Sakhi hai kona tap kaila gopi gana Krishna rupa samadhuri pibe pibe netra bhari. Shlaghaya kare janma tanu mana. My dear friends, what severe austerities have the gopis performed to drink his transcendental beauty and sweetness through their eyes in complete fulfillment. Thus they glorify their birth, bodies and mind. Ye madhurira urdhva ana nahi yara samana pravyo mera swarupera gane. ये हूँ शबावतारी प्रव्योम अधिकारी से माधुर्य नहीं नारायणे. The sweetness of Krishna's beauty enjoyed by the gopis is unparalleled. Nothing is equal to or greater than such ecstatic sweetness. Even the predominating deities of the Vaikuntha planet, the Narayan, do not possess such sweetness. Indeed, none of the incarnation of Krishna up to Narayan possess such transcendental beauty. Tate sakshi sei Rama Narayana Priyatama Pati Vrata Ganera Upasaya Tehu ye madhurya labhe chhadi sab kam bhoge. Vrata kari kari la tapasya. The vivid evidence is in this regard is that the dearest consort of Narayan, the goddess of fortune, who is worshipped by all chaste women, gave up everything in her desire to enjoy Krishna, being captivated by his unparalleled sweetness. Thus she took a great vow and underwent severe austerities. Seita madhurya sara anya siddhi nahi tara तेहु माधुर्य आदि गुण खाने आर सब प्रकाशे तार दत्त गुण भासे यहाँ यत प्रकाशे कार्य जानी. The quintessence of Krishna's sweetness, sweet bodily luster is so perfect that there is no perfection above it. He is the immutable mind of all transcendental qualities. In his other manifestation and personal expansion, there is only a partial exhibition of such qualities. We understand all his personal expansion in this way. Gopi bhava darpana nava nava kshane kshane tar age krishnera madhurya dohi kare होड़ा होड़ी बाड़े मुकत नाही मुड़े मुख नाही मुड़े Nava Nava Dohara Prachurya. You see, only this words, few words are so elaborately explained and relished by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Both the gopis and Krishna are complete. Gopis' ecstatic love is like mirror that become newer and newer at every moment and reflect Krishna's bodily luster and sweetness. Thus competition increases since neither give up. Their pastime become newer and newer and both sides constantly increase. कर्म तप योग ज्ञान विधि भक्ति जप ध्यान ये हैते माधुर्य दुर्लभ केवल ये राग मार्गे भजे कृष्ण अनुरागे तारे कृष्ण माधुर्य सुलभ. The transcendental mellows generated from the dealing between the gopis and Krishna cannot be tested by means of fruitive activities, yogic studies, speculative knowledge, regulative devotional service, mantra yoga or meditation. This sweetness can be tested only through the spontaneous love of liberated person who chant the holy name with great ecstatic love. Sei Rupa Vrajashriya Aishwarya Madhuryamaya Divya Guna Gana Ratnalya Anera Vaibhava Sata Krishna Datta Bhagavata Krishna Sarva Ansi Sarvashriya. Such ecstatic transaction between Krishna and gopis are possible only in Vrindavan, which is full of opulence and transcendental love. The form of Krishna is the original source of all transcendental qualities. It is like the mine of gems. The opulence belonging to all the personal expansion of Krishna are to be understood, to be bestowed by Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is the original source and shelter of all, Ekanta Dharma. Each one word is explained by you see these verses. Shri Laja Daya Kirti Dhairya Vaishardi Mati Ei Sab Krishna Pratishtita Sushila Mradu Vadanaya Krishna Sama Nahi Anya Krishna Kare Jagatera Hita. Beauty, Shri, humility, mercy, merit, patience, and expert intelligence are all manifested in Krishna. But beside these, Krishna has other qualities like good behavior, mildness, and magnanimity. He also performs welfare activities for the whole world. All these qualities are not visible in expansion like Narayan. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioned that the qualities of beauty, humility, mercy, merit, patience, and expert intelligence are brilliant qualities. And when they are exhibited in the person of Narayan, one should know that they are bestowed upon Narayan by Krishna. Good behavior, mildness, magnanimity are found only in Krishna. Only Krishna performs welfare activities for the whole world. Krishna dekhi nana jana kaila nimishe nindana व्रजे विधि निंदे गोपी गण सेई सब श्लोक पढ़ी महाप्रभु अर्थ करी सुखे माधुर्य करे आस्वादन. After seeing Krishna, various people criticize the blinking of their eyes. In Vrindavan especially, the gopis criticize the Brahma because of his defect in these eyes. Then the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited some verses from Srimad Bhagvatam and explained them vividly, thus enjoying the taste of transcendental sweetness with great happiness. So we are going to verse number 15. Ya dohane, ya means gopis, ya dohane means when they are milking, avahanane is threshing, it means when they are sorting out the grains. Mathana, upalepe, mathana means when they are churning, and upalepe when they are smearing something. So these are the activities when gopis perform. Gayanti chainam anovakta dhiyo shruta kantayo ashru kantayo dhanaya virjastriya or karme chitta yanaha. The ladies of the village are the most fortunate of women, because with their mind fully attached to Krishna and their throat always choked with the tears, They constantly sing about him while milking the cows, winnowing grains, churning butter, gathering cows' dung for fuel, riding on the swing, taking care of their crying babies, sprinkling the ground with water, cleaning their house, and so on. By their exalted Krishna consciousness, they automatically acquire all desirable things. Srila Chakravarti writes, and even while doing household chores, the gopis were not stopped from drinking the nectar of Krishna's sweetness. That is the main intent of this verse. Ladies said, while milking the cows and doing other chores, such as swinging or sprinkling water on the ground, the Virj gopis would sing about Krishna's name, form, and qualities and have vision of him. In this way, they taste the sweetness of Krishna with both their tongues and their eyes without interruption. Exalted personality like Brahma keep Krishna in their mind, Krishna himself. However, due to being completely attached, Anurakta Dhiya, to the Braj Gopis, always carries them in his heart. Urukarme Chitta Yanaha. This shows the supremacy of Gopis' good fortune. Even when the Gopis would not directly see Krishna, he manifested to them as if he was present. While milking cows or threshing grains, they sometimes saw him, and sometimes sang about him. When they did not see that form Enam appeared before them as a Spurti. Spurti means revelation. Because we do not sing like that, we are most unfortunate. Out of great attraction, their throat become filled with the tears. Or because they were attracted to him, they become overcome with crying, Ashru Kantaya. He made the appearance in their heart. Wherever they went, Urukarma Chitta Jana. Another version is Chittayana. Their thought went in him. Verse number 16. Pratra vrajad vrajataha aishvatascha sayan gobhi samam kanavayanto asya nishmaya venum nirgamaya tornam ablah pathi bhuri punyanha punyaha Pashyanti satsimitta mukham sadayalabalokan. When the gopis hear Krishna playing his flute as he leaves, Vraj in the morning with his cows or return with them at sunset, the young girls quickly come out of their house to see him. They must have performed many pious activities to be able to see him as he walks on the road, his smiling face mercifully glancing upon them. Chakravarti writes, the ladies said, when Krishna goes to the forest from Vraj in the morning and return in the evening, the gopis hear his flute and run out of their house. They met Krishna in the small grove situated along the cow paths. Seeing that they are suffering due to separation, Krishna mercifully glances upon them to fulfill their desire. This is the fortune of the woman of Vraj. Jiva Goswami writes, this verse describes how they drink his beauty with their eyes. In the morning he goes with the cows and the cowherd boys while playing his flute. Understanding his presence by hearing the flute, they quickly come out of their house. Mention of the flute also suggests beauty of his face. In describing your face, how can it be compared to the lotus? Since the moon withers with each face, words of comparison with other face also wither. Do you speak of comparing your face to another face? How can I say that your face is equal to another face? Krishna Karnamrita. The gopis become so weak, Abala, that they are unable to milk the cows because of hearing the flute and their continuously intense prem. Thus they stumble and fall here and there. Or they are so weak that they cannot go to meet him, and thus they simply look at him on the road. He becomes even more beautiful with his smile and his merciful glance. He thus enters Vrij in the evening in the most remarkable way, Vishattaha, revealing the excellent forest dress accompanied by the cows and cowherd boys. Verse 17. Now, next section 17 to 30. Krishna and Balaram kill the wrestlers. Cowherd boys celebrate their victory. Next section. Any question till now? इधर वाले बन. See, any question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah. So in the previous question, there was the question bank said, what austerities did the gopis perform? Obviously, the answer is whatever, the great fortune of getting to see and drink the nectar of the lotus face of Krishna is not obtained by any kind of dana, japa, and tapasya.
It's not possible with tapasya. It's not possible with tapasya. No.
No, not possible.
No, it's only
we have to explain.
It's only through the rag anoga bhakti.
Yeah.
Intense love, yes.
And it is also because it is the very nature of Krishna to display these qualities to his devotees who are fortunate.
And these
qualities also this fortune.
These are also only in Vrindavan, only in Brij, nowhere else.
Yeah.
There's no flute anywhere except Brij. So now we have to kill the Charan and Mustik and Adhkal, Toshal, Koot, whatever are there, we have to kill. And who are they? 5, we will know them and then proceed further. Sukdev Goswami continued, as the woman folk thus, O hero of the Bharata Sukdev Parikshat, the Lord Krishna, the master of the mystic power, made up his mind to kill his opponent. Though the ladies were talking among themselves, Krishna being best of the yogis, Yogeshwaro Harihi. So this verse says, Yogeshwaro Harihi. Istrishu Yogeshwaro Harihi. Is Yogeshwaro and Hari. So because his Yogeshwaro Hari could hear it, thus he decided Charan in order to keep these ladies who were very much attached to him from suffering. This is important. Why Krishna decided quickly to kill Charan? Because he wanted to relieve the ladies of Mathura from suffering by seeing him in a combat. Even though they could see him at other times, gopis were able to do this without restriction in front of others on the pretext of his leaving and entering Vrij along with all others. The women of Mathura speak like this, since it is very possible that Krishna will return there to remove their feeling of separation. We are most unfortunate since we cannot see him as described. Women spoke in this manner with fear, out of pain caused by prem, para bhashamanaso, bhasamanashu, and could not stop speaking in this manner. The locative case, then the rest all is. Thus it was natural that Krishna desired to kill his opponent, an enemy with actual animosity, actual name is Shatrum, and he was Bhagavan. This was his ultimate identity and final cause of his desire to kill the enemy. Or best of the Bhagavad addressing Vasudev gives him joy since he was discontent at the delay in killing Charan in the wrestling match. Since you come in the ancestry of birth, you know such pastime from the battle of Kurukshetra. सभयाः स्त्रीगिरश्रुत्वा पुत्रस्नेहः सुचातुरौ पित्रावो अनुवत्तपैतान् पुत्रयो abuddho balam. Out of affection for these two lords, their parents Devaki and Vasudeva became overwhelmed with the sorrow when they heard the woman's fearful statement. They grieved not knowing their son's strength. Chakravarti writes, Pitra refer to Krishna's parent Vasudeva and Devaki, or it can also refer to Nanda and Vasudeva, both fathers. Lamenting over the situation, Krishna's parent thought, why didn't we keep our son at home? While leaving village, why did not we tell Akrur not to bring Krishna and Balaram to this wrestling arena? Why did we allow them to participate in this corrupt exhibition? The parental affection of Krishna's mother and father covered their awareness of their son's incomparable strength, and thus they felt remorse. There is the suggestion that this ignorance of their son's power was temporary. Hearing the words of the woman, because they were also close, or hearing the words attentively, Vasudeva and Devaki identified themselves as parents because of parental affection. Because of this, they saw them as their sons. Because of great sorrow, they could not understand that their sons have great strength. They were not able to discern their power. They grieved. Why was Akrur not instructed from the beginning when he was about to go to Vraj, so that this would not happen? They lamented in retrospect. Verse number 19. Taishtair niyuddha vidhibhi vividhai achuttaitrau vividhate yathanyo anya tatheva balam mushtikau. Lord Balaram and Mushtik, expertly displaying numerous wrestling techniques, battled each other in the same way that Krishna and his opponent did. Just as Krishna and Charan fought with each other, Balaram fought with Mushtik. The fight is again described. They fought as explained previously. Tay is repeated to show the astonishing nature of the fight. They fought similar to Krishna and Charan. Thus, Charan still is indicated. There would be no thrill in pastime if he were unqualified. The necessary actions were arranged by the Leela Shakti instead of, verse 20. Bhagavata Gatra Nishpatai Vajara Nishpesha Nishthurai Charuno Bhajayo Manango Moho Galanim Avapha. The harsh blows from the Supreme Lord's limbs fell like crushing lightning bolt upon Charana, breaking every part of his body and crushing him more and more, pain and fatigue. Purport: Charan's elbow, arms and knees and other limbs are all weakening. Krishna injured Charan's limbs with hard blows crushing his like lightning bolts. Krishna had inconceivable Shakti, Bhagavan. Because of this, Krishna appeared as thunderbolt among the wrestlers. Charan, this is a wrong spelling, it is not camera. Charan's limbs broke because of the cruel cursing like thunderbolt. 21. Furious, Charun attacked Lord Vasudeva with speed of hawk, struck with his chest with both fists. Purport. It appears that Charun, realizing he was being defeated, became furious and made a final attempt to defeat Lord Krishna. The demon certainly had the spirit of a good fighter, but if he hoped for victory, he was certainly in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong person. After becoming tired, Charun moved away, but then attacked with the speed of hawk, using both fists at once to strike Krishna. Charun showed his great strength and his skill in fighting. Since Krishna was the Lord full of all powers, Bhagvatam, Charun was foolish to attack him. Charun showed his cruel nature in attacking Vasudeva's son. 22 and 23. No more shaken by the demon's mighty blow than an elephant. It was just like elephant struck with flower garland. So Krishna is like elephant and his blow was like a flower garland. Lord Krishna grabbed Charun with his arm, swung him around several times and hurled him onto the ground with great force. His cloths, hair, and garlands scattering, the wrestler fell down dead like a huge festival column collapsing. Chakravarti Upad writes, the word Indradhvaja means as follow. In Bengal, on the occasion of certain festival, people erect a tall column in the form of a man and decorate it with flags, banner, etc. Charun collapsed on the ground just as such a pole might fall. Though he was the Lord, he began performing action in order to give joy to his devotees who were suffering. He did not imitate being disturbed by at all for obtaining pleasure of his own. Krishna remained joyful, undisturbed, like an elephant hit by many garlands. Though an elephant may be hit by many garlands, nothing happened to the elephant. Though Krishna was struck many times by Charun and with great force, nothing happened to Krishna. Harivansh writes like that. Since Charun is equal to wrestler with enmity, I must punish him, Krishna thought. I will satisfy the world by this. This wrestler called Charun, born from the descendant of Karusha, is famous by his body and action. It should be known that he has defeated and then killed many wrestlers and spoiled the sport of wrestling by his desire for fame in the arena. Some of these wrestlers had been killed in order to give glory to the foolish king because of his faulty behavior. Killing the wrestler was a murder. Krishna whirled him around many times in the variety of ways. By the force of throwing him on the ground, Charun died. His life merged into the Akash sky. Whirling the demonic wrestler around 100 times, he splayed him out on the ground and made his life merge in the sky, Vishnu Puran. He threw Charun on the ground, shaking him as if giving him up, while saying, he is dead. He is compared to the flagstaff falling because of his great size, Harivansh writes. Okay, next.
5,000 years ago, were the people, their height were quite high, they were very tall?
It's not exactly tall, but the way he was thrown is like some pole is uprooted and fell down. Is compared to Indra Dhwaja. And Chakravarti Pasa, this is something, a tradition in Bengal. Maybe some other places such poles are with these poles and flags are the main say, man post for the festival. When it fell, it means everything is finished. Something like that. (24 and 25). Similarly, Mushrik struck Lord Balaram with his fist and was slain. Receiving a violent blow from the mighty Lord's palm, the demon trembled all over in great pain, vomited blood, and then fell lifeless onto the ground, just like tree blown down by the wind. So the comparison is different. Balaram struck Mushrik with his palm, and Mushrik fell down dead on the earth. Balaram also cursed him with his embraced and uttered foul words as he lay dying. Mushrik struck Balaram with his fist, but was then struck by Balaram's strong palm. Balabhadra Balocharyat. He was called Balaram because of his great power. Srimad Bhagvatam 10:2-13. 10:2-13. He was strong by nature. He struck Mushrik with the palm of his hand, which displayed his power. Balina. Charan was compared to the flagstaff falling, since he fell from high up, because Krishna is moving him up in the air. Mushrik fell while standing on the earth, and thus compared to the tree falling over in wind. So this is a difference between the two. Because the pillar is high up, they keep the pillar high at some place that people see the festivities going on. So he was from air fell down, and Mushrik fell down when he was standing on ground. So the comparison, one is the flag post and the other is compared to the tree falling. 26. Tadakutam. So now the others are coming. Confronted next by the wrestler Koot, Lord Balaram, the best of fighter, playfully and nonchalantly killed him with his left fist, O king. He killed him effortlessly, since he did so by his left fist and also without paying attention. Balaram killed Koot, who approached him after Mushrik was killed, or who approached him from behind out of fear. He is called Ram because he gave pleasure to the friends. He did this without effort, using only his left fist, without much attention, since he was the best among fighters. O king, Sukdev addressed Parikshit in joy, since king glowing with joy. Or Rajan can also mean Balaram shone because of the pastime. 27. Then Krishna kicked Shal's head and tore Toshal in half, and both wrestlers fell down dead. Shal and Toshal, against the rule of wrestling out of fear, attacked Krishna together while he could not see. In order to grab Krishna's two legs, they approached with head bowed down. And Srila Sanatana Goswami writes, then Shal and Toshal approached Krishna. Seeing Krishna's great strength, the two did not want to approach Krishna. But after Hare Krishna charger. After Koot approached Balaram out of fear of Kansa, they attacked Krishna together. Or though they did not approach to fight like Koot, They were killed since they were Kansa's followers standing nearby, ready to fight. He means certainly Krishna. Krishna's left foot hit his head, which fell off, or the head shown with crown and other ornaments. According to the Vishwakosh, Kha can mean Brahma, Atma, fire or sun. Krishna was able to knock his head off, which with his foot from far away, attracting it with his foot. Krishna. He fell down completely without life. Nipeto. And now 28. Charu, Mustika, Kuta, Shala, Toshal having been killed, the remaining wrestlers are fled to their lives. So they left from there. "29. Krishna and Balaram then called their young coward boy friends to join them, and in their company the Lord danced about and sported, their ankle bells resounding as musical instrument play." Nowadays we see that Srila Prabhupada's disciple write, in championship boxing matches, as soon as there is a victory, all the friends and relatives of the victorious boxers rush into the ring to congratulate him. And often the champions will dance about in great happiness. Exactly in the same mood, Krishna and Balaram dance about, celebrating their victory with their friends and relatives. The difference between the two is that the friend rushed to the champion, but now champion is going to call the friends. This is the difference between the two. This is the original. Krishna is the original. It's not the modern championship. Krishna was imitating. The modern people are imitating Krishna, but in a little perverted way. Krishna and Balaram dance about, celebrating their victory with their friends and relatives. They mock the wrestler with laughter. They means Krishna and Balaram. They mock the wrestler with laughter and then call the coward boys. The boys were shy to enter suddenly, and thus were brought to the arena by force, and all joined together, holding on one another. They jumped about like wrestlers. Though they were wearing cloth ornaments, they had jeweled and ankle bells, since these would not get cursed by the opponent in wrestling. They kept them because the sound of nourishing their jumping and shining their limbs to move. The two boys brought the other boys into the arena for fun and to make Kansa angrier. These are the two reasons. The one was fun and other was to make Kansa angry. Out of fear of Kansa or because of the shyness, the boy did not come, but he means Krishna, forcefully pulled them there and made them because they were friends. They played at fighting, but they were not dancing. First they played like a fighting. The two boys moved here and there, Valgamantu. While their ankle bells sounded, they played in the huge arena to show the beauty of their play, wrestling, and to show the superiority of the coward over Charun and other, and make Kansa angry in order to kill him. This would also counteract later suffering of himself and boys on separation. Seeing the destruction of Charun's strength and increasing Kansa's strength, Kansa, full of anger, he saw Krishna's strength is increasing. Kansa was angry. Stop the music. He said, stop music. When the mridanga and other instruments stopped at that moment, in the sky, the devatas, many instruments began to sound altogether. The devatas spoke in joy in the sky. Victory to Govinda, Keshav, kill the demon Charun. Vishnu Puran, this is the Vishnu Puran. Harivansh Puran says, with a sweating face, Kans glared at Krishna and stopped the music with his left hand. All the instrument began playing on their own. So Krishna wanted that there should be no music, but on the other hand, automatically music of the celestial being started for Krishna's pleasure. Now this section of the Garga Samhita says, who were these 5 wrestlers? And this says there was a one here. It says, O king, in ancient time there was a great sage named Uttaya. This Uttaya, he lived in Amravati and he has 5 sons. These 5 sons, instead of acting as a Brahman with a Brahmanical quality, they went to the Bali Maharaj's wrestling camp and they studied wrestling daily. Brahma Kama Paribhrasam Veda Abhyasanam Varjatam. So these are the activities of Brahman. They gave up the Brahman's activity, they become Kshatriya. So they were cursed by their father to become wrestler in next life and act as a Kshatriya. Therefore they become wrestler. And then he said, well, you will be wrestler, and when Krishna's body touch you, then you all will be delivered. So these are some verses of Garg Samhita, which is like Bhagavad Gita. Peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, wisdom, knowledge and righteousness, these are the qualities by which Brahman work. Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in battle, generosity and leadership are the qualities by which Kshatriya work. Farming, cow protection, business are the qualities by which the Vaishya work, and the labor is the service of the Shudra. Rogues, why do you, the Brahman son, reject your Brahmanical duties and engage in the wrestling as a Kshatriya's work? I curse you to become wrestler in Bharatvarsh by associating with demons. You will become demon yourselves. Nard said, in this way, Utthaya's son were born as a wrestler on the earth. King, simply by touch of Lord Krishna's body, they attain liberation. Now, the last verse of this section. Everyone except Kansa rejoiced at the wonderful feat Krishna and Balaram had performed. The exalted Brahman and great saint explained, excellent, excellent, sadhu, 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 sadhava, sadhu, sadhu iti. It is understood that the best among the Brahmins, who were Krishna's devotees, were explaining excellent, excellent. This is very good. The worst of the Brahmins, however, who were the Kansa's low-class priests, were seriously grieving, oh, what misfortune. The devotees and the chief Brahman praised him, Krishna, because they lost all fear. They lost all fear of Kansa on realizing Krishna's greatness. They rejoiced by clearly saying, this is very good. Everyone was filled with the intense joy. Balaram gave pleasure to the people, is a Ram. Krishna attracted everyone's heart or gave everyone the highest bliss, because they are called Krishna and Balaram in this verse. They were blissful because of their activities of killing the demon. Balaram is mentioned first because he was the elder brother. The Kshatriyas and Vaishya, etc., among whom there were the chief Brahmins, all being devoted, sadhava, sang, are the best of Brahman, and the other devotees praised them, Krishna and Balaram, since other Brahmins were afraid of Kansa and thus were not so bold. Now next section is 31 to 42, killing Kansa and his younger brothers. I think how much we have to complete today?
In 32.
Till 32? So 1 to 32 was for today?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So we are...
I think in original schedule, till 32 we have covered tomorrow in original schedule.
Till tomorrow we have to cover or today?
Tomorrow.
Sorry,
Tomorrow.
till tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, let us finish 2 because tomorrow we have no class. I'm sorry. I'm traveling, okay? So let us finish 2. Killing of Kansa and younger brothers. 31. Hateshu malavareshu vidruteshu cha bhojarat nayavarayat saturayani vakyam chedam vachaha. The Bhoja king, seeing that his best wrestler had been killed or had fled, stopped the musical performance originally meant for his pleasure and spoke following words. The Jiva Goswami writes, he stopped the music which he had commissioned, Swaturyani, not the Devata's music, which he could not stop since he had lost his powers, or he could not stop the music which played by itself. Sometimes sa is seen instead of swa. Vishnu Purana explained that the music stopped previously. Seeing the destruction of Charun's strength and increase of Krishna's strength, Kansa, full of anger, stopped the music. When the mridanga and other instruments stopped, at that time in the sky, the Devata's many instruments began to sound together. The Devatas spoke joy in the sky, victory to Govinda, Keshav, kill the demon Charun. And Harivansh says, with sweating face, we have done this already, okay? This means music again sounded through, though Kansa stopped it. He stopped it on the pretext of speaking so that his words could be heard. He spoke clearly. Kansa was king of some people of Bhoj dynasty, a branch of Yadus, but now everyone held him in disrespect. His best wrestler had been killed. Other had quickly fled in fear far away. He stopped his instrument but could not stop the heavenly instrument. According to Vishnu Purana, or according to Sukdev Goswami, the Devata out of fear of Kansa did not have instrument. Kansa alone had instrument to inspire the wrestlers with a desire for victory. Because his desire was thwarted, he stopped the music. He revealed his wicked nature by his words. He spoke clearly so that everyone could hear his instruction. Actually, he spoke with internal suffering. He informed the Bhojas, who were his followers. He ruled because of some portion of the Yadu called Bhoja. He was Bhojarat. "32. What he's saying now? Kans said, drive the two wicked sons of Vasudeva out of the city. Confiscate the coward's property and arrest that fool Nanda." Chakravarti Pad writes, according to the inspiration of Saraswati, the goddess of the learning, Kansa's statement, drive the two wicked sons of Vasudeva out of Mathura, can also mean give these two boys unattainable qualities, the best position in the city. Protect Krishna, the betrayer of the coward men, who that most intelligent Durmatim, Nanda Maharaj, has tied up Badhanita with the rope of love for Krishna and established the affectionate relation with him. So this is another meaning of the words of Kansa. Two boys were evil because they killed the wrestler in the matches. Others should fight with the two since they are son of Vasudeva. Since no one can defeat them, they should be driven from the city. The statement also confirms that the two boys had greater attraction for the forest as dweller in the forest. There they were his nephews, Nanda is considered evil since he had friendship with Vasudeva. Out of ignorance, Nanda is protecting my enemies. Capture him, but do not kill him. Brother Vaishnava Toshani, Srila Sanatana Goswami, drive the boys from our city since they are evil, having killed the wrestler while playing. This is reasonable since they are son of Vasudeva. They are similar to their father. The real meaning, however, is that they have proper behavior, being merciful even to the wicked, durvirtau. Since they are Vasudeva's sons, forcibly seize the dairy products brought by the cowards, making many offering at once can cause problem to us. Bind Nanda and chain with chains because he is wicked. Secretly he protected my enemy. The real meaning is he is merciful even to the wicked. Nanda Gopascha Durmedha Papeshwa. So sinful Nanda should be bound with iron chains, Vishnu Puran. He gave this instruction because he was afraid of cowards. Or naturally, bad words came from his mouth in order to cause danger to best of the devotees. So by all these, he is saying further, Vasudeva, kill the most evil fool Vasudeva, and also kill my father Ugarsen, along with his followers who have all sided with our enemies. Chakravarti writes, this verse can also mean something else. Kansa said, everyone should take shelter of Vasudeva, who has unfathomable intelligence. The word han in hanyatam means to go as well as to kill. In comparison to him, there is no one more saintly. You should also take shelter of Ugarsen, who has taken shelter of the Supreme Lord, Parapakshagaha. Parapakshagaha. Vasudeva is wicked, Sudurmedha, because he switched his son for Nanda's child. He is not untruthful, asattama. Since he broke his promise to deliver all his sons to me, sometime Vasudeva to Durmedha is seen. Virtue indicate all those mentioned. Though Vasudeva is just his father, he should still be killed. Follower of the Vasudeva and Ugarsen should also be killed since they are loyal to them. There is another meaning to these statements, however. Display the two sons whose nature are hard to understand. Dhurvirtau, previous verse. In Mathura, bring Krishna, the treasure of the cowards, to this city and protect him. Nanda will not give up Krishna. Keep grieving Nanda here, delaying him by means of Krishna. Bring Vasudeva, whose intelligence hard to understand. Everyone should take shelter of him. There is no one equal to him in purity. Asattamaha. Take shelter of Ugarsen and his followers who are loyal to the Lord. So these are the alternating meaning in the all three verses. All two verses, I think. The real meaning of Sudurmedha is his mind is glorious, showing affection even to the wicked. There is no purer person than him, asattamaha. The word cha indicate that all those mentioned, though Ugarsen is his father, he should still be killed since he is partial to my enemies or follows Vasudeva. The follower of Vasudeva and Ugarsen should also be killed since they are loyal to them. There is another meaning to this statement, however. Pita means he who was born from Ugarsen. However, Hari once says that Kansa's real father was Danav named Durmil, who by trick seduced Ugarsen's wife, but Kansa did not know, and thus Sukdev followed his ignorance in saying that Ugarsen was his father. So I think we end it here. The rest we will finish next time. Now we can see some questions if they are to answer. Hare Krishna. Today's audio, I think Shakti Chopra had this audio. She can send me. Hare Krishna. So, questions. Chapter 43. Why did Lord Krishna allow elephant to seize him with his trunk? Yesterday we answered this. Two reasons at least. What are the two reasons? Number one, to encourage the elephant for fighting and the driver of the elephant for fighting, and number two,
And to give the amusement to the onlookers.
to give amusement to the onlookers. Okay. Why did Charn want to address Krishna and Balaram? Why did Charn want to address Krishna and Balaram?
Because people were talking in favor of the Krishna and
Because they were praising, the people of the Mathura were praising Krishna and Balaram, and he wanted to interrupt because he was envious of them. Okay. Various groups of people in the arena regarded Krishna in different ways. Then he entered it with his elder brother. Give 3 examples. Which 3 examples you have decided? And the 10 rasas. Afterward there are 10 rasas. 3 example, you can give 3 example. And then again, next question is, how can one become happy? We have already discussed this now. Only by serving Krishna, surrendering to Krishna, everybody can be happy. Why can we perceive Krishna as threatening according to Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur? So question number 6, what is that? Answer.
when we reject Krishna's existence or order, whatever, and then when Krishna chastises us, then we perceive him as a threatening.
Why can we perceive Krishna as threatening according to Srila Vishnu Chakra? Which verse is this?
This is 17.
G?
17 only.
Again in the 17, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So almost there was something about chapter verse number 13. Where is that?
Which verse number is?
Are the things okay or no? Questions are clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
I think we have to read it again once, then the things can be clear. Better you write down this answer is in which verse, then it will be easy for the students to quickly. So tomorrow is a break and you can write the answer up till chapter 43. Then we'll do 44 and 45, I think 46, whatever, some more we have to finish. Is it okay? Shall we end it here?
Thank you, Guruji. Have a nice life to Karachi.
Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo. हाँ विनोद मैं 21 बारी मारा